Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moogle Go Around Radio. I'm your host, Chili. We're back! Yay! I think we had a little bit of an extended break because I screwed up on time. I think. I can't remember words. Times are hard. Paul, how are you doing?
I am very tired. I've lost my eyesight.
I hate that. It's only when that happens.
Oh no, I recently got new glasses and a new prescription, so I've been trying to get used to these. Walking's a little bit weird, but now I'm completely...
Well, that's not good. Raid tonight! By the way, Paul, remember that tonight is the last time for early raids.
Oh yeah, because the clocks...
Yeah, I'm going to miss our early raids.
I'm not. It fucked me over so much. Oh, Paul, we're starting in like 5 minutes, and I'm like, but I want to eat my food!
Well, you asked when it was. I said an hour. And Recon said, and brain cells, thanks to Chili. You're welcome on the lost brain cells. Anyway, anything else you want to say?
Nope, I was going to go straight into the point of the guest.
Yeah, I was going to say we've got a wonderful guest on the lead of Team Whiskers, very amazing Final Fantasy 14 content creator. You can go check them out on YouTube. You can follow them on Twitch. It's Meoni.
Hello, how are you doing? Nice introduction. I'm the blah 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 blah. How are we doing, Chili? How are we doing, Paul?
You're my favourite YouTube star.
YouTube, yeah. I've been on YouTube for quite a few years, since 2007. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah. Oh dear. How's it going, guys? How you been dealing with things?
I've been stuck indoors, so it feels no different. The only difference is I normally indoors all the time anyway, but I had the ability to go outside if I wanted to, even though outside is scary. But now I can't go outside because outside is literally scary. So
yeah, you're cooped in and you're making terrible purchase decisions.
Look, my can of Vegeta sparkling water was worth the £1.85 and the £3.75 shipping.
£10 for 3 cans of suspect water. Sounds legit. Oh dear.
Look, it's 99% water, okay? It's fine.
Are you sure it's not 99% sugar?
Listen to it. If my mic will pick... Look, see? Look, it makes a little sound.
Makes a little sound.
I didn't hear a thing. Just heard a ding.
At least it wasn't Gamer Girl bathwater, Recon said. That's true.
If it was, he would have shotgunned all of that already.
I would have as a Twitch channel point reward where I have shots of it.
Oh, no.
It's okay. Instead, it's Vegeta bathwater, I guess.
Thing is, would it get better with time and age, or would it get worse? I don't know.
It'd get worse.
Would it?
Do you mean the Gamer Girl water or the Vegeta water?
Gamer Girl water.
The Gamer Girl water would, because all the, whatever's in it.
Like skin follicles and stuff.
Yeah. The Vegeta water probably is okay because of all the sugar. I don't know that. No, I don't know actually.
So, are you saying if we put sugar in Gamer Girl water,
that's what was needed?
Interesting.
So I don't sugar.
You know what? I kind of actually wish I actually bought some of that water just so I could test it to see if there was skin follicles in it. But try and separate.
Someone test it. I can't remember who, but someone did. Someone did test it. There was nothing in it, if I'm rightly.
Did someone die from it?
No, nobody died from bathwater.
Are you sure? Or did they get
Final Fantasy.
Has anybody drowned in bathwater? Probably.
I mean, yeah.
Probably. Yeah. So technically, they consumed bathwater, right?
Yeah.
And if they played games and they were of that disposition, then technically they drowned on Gamer Girl bathwater. So there we go. Yes.
Yeah, but did they pay? Well, I say, did they pay for it? But technically, they did because they paid for their water bill.
Yeah, there you go. You see, that's how it works out.
I mean, even if they were young and they lived with parents, even if they technically someone paid for that water.
Someone
in some place paid for the water
unwillingly. Oh dear.
Anyway, we're Final Fantasy 14 content creators, I guess.
Are we?
I guess.
Oh.
Vaguely wrapped around this podcast is the fact that we talk about Final Fantasy 14. Sometimes. But there was a special site that was updated supposedly recently, and there was a great Meoni video that I watched that covered it. The new story. Now, I don't know about you, I'd be shocked that this MSQ patch will have MSQ.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, isn't it? The first patch that's like an MSQ patch having MSQ in it. It's amazing. It's like mind-blowing, honestly. They've never done that before. Yeah.
I was expecting like Mog Station stuff first. I wasn't expecting MSQ as the first thing. I thought, patch 5.5, Mog Station. Anyway, Death on Dawn. Looks like things are going to get a little darker until the end of, till the expansion. The expansion is probably going to be really dark as well, considering the fact that who's writing it. So yeah,
that's true.
Stairs outside. I'm like, yeah, Chili, it is dark because it's night.
I mean, yeah, the dungeon that they show is literally a sunset, so I guess you're right.
Well, yeah, and it's also called Dawn. So
Dawn.
Yeah. Well, is it the sun rising in that? Or is it setting?
It looks like it's setting. Don't know.
Which part of the world?
I don't know. Which way is east in Segoli Desert? I
don't know. All I know is the cool.
Actually,
killer thing.
Oh no, that is setting because it's in the west. Because that's the western side of the desert. Wow, that's actually quite easy to work out. Oof. Yeah, it looks exciting. From what they've shown, did you look at the dungeon gear?
Yes, I'm really excited.
Can someone link me? Like, I know I'm a bad content creator because I'm playing WoW, but I have not. I've actually been.
Let me put in show stuff.
Out of
I'll put it in chat as well. So
we'll just describe it to you. It's basically Katana Revel gear with extra tassels. There you go.
Ooh, I like me.
And the reason why I want it is because tassels.
Yeah,
tassels. And the tank helm looks incredible.
So,
I mean, the tank gear looks incredible.
I mean, just have a look at that. Tasty.
I'm just excited for the Millennium weapons that they have from Yu-Gi-Oh! On two of the characters.
Falcon.
They look like the Millennium Eye on the. I don't know.
Melee, aren't they?
Yeah.
One's maiming, one's.
I think one's ranged. Well, no, it's not. They haven't got the eye, but I still think the blue one is ranged.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I thought that was maiming.
Looks like it's a dancer gear for me. I think the Lanafel might be maiming.
Oh, I hate that one. It looks like the Lich King had like a really small child.
I love it. That's why I want it. Lich King has the sexiest voice in the world.
Yeah, but it's too much flesh showing on that Lalafell. That's a bit weird, really. It's like, look at all this armor, and he's just got little patches of skin.
Where's the skin? I see his arm and his legs.
He looks like a mini gladiator. Yeah, he's like Spartacus's son or some shit like that.
Spartacus Junior.
Needs punting into the hole. Jeez. Yeah, the tank helm is sex, though, on the left there.
And the fact that you got the helmet on the Hrothgar.
Yeah.
And Vera has something in between her ears.
That's just a circlet-y crown. Don't give them credit for that, Chili. Come on.
It's more than what you've been getting.
Still waiting for new hairs.
This is why there's a rumor.
This is why I pay a Rogan so I can.
Well, there's a rumor that
Vera hair's decent, but there's not any options.
Well, there's a rumor that it's going to be at FanFest.
Where's this rumor come from? Is this a Blue Fever's leak? Where's this from?
I can't remember. I was just reading it somewhere.
Somewhere in the ether of Chili's forwarded press briefings or something.
I don't, by the way, if anyone wants to know, yes, I do get press briefings because of my other work, but I will tell you now that 99% of press briefings will arrive the same time you get announcement, or literally right afterwards. You'll be like, oh, here's the hour live stream. There's an article up. Oh, that's because we got the DLs at the, literally as they got announced. We have to just basically write as much as we can, as fast as we can, to get out as soon as possible. So, yeah, I'll get some press briefings, but chances are they won't be anywhere earlier than you'll know, or at most like 5 minutes if they've sent it early.
Yeah, the helms are cool. The chest pieces look a bit shit, to be perfectly honest, on most of those. I love
showing my skin. I'm just saying. I
mean, your name is Lovable Boobable, so it kind of makes sense.
I'm down to look at that.
And those feet are amazing, like the clawed metal feet on whatever those two rolls are. Those look amazing. I want those.
Susan's not excited by the new gear.
It's an acquired taste for sure, because usually people go over the moon like what was it? Hero's Gauntlet, that gear. That was like insane direction in terms of gear. This is more down to earth, literally. It's like a tribal set. So I don't know how else they would do it. Just
remember, we'll also be getting a Nier gear set this patch as well. For those who don't like this, you can dress up as Nier characters, and
hopefully 9S's outfit.
Yeah. We also got to see, I guess, the first boss too.
Oh yeah, what is that? I thought somebody would correct me in the comment section and say, "Well, Meoni, you're such a noob. That's actually Shalekalackle Blackle."
Someone in the comments did say it was from Turn 10.
Really?
Coil. Someone said it was from Coil, but I can't remember. Don't remember it.
But I say, yeah, I don't remember that fucking thing.
I don't remember that. It's pretty. He's a pretty boy with lightning and yellow bits on him. I like him. I want to pet him, but I don't remember him.
I don't remember him in them in the Coil. I won't.
Is that something that came from the moon? Then is that what we're thinking?
I'm going to guess so. Yeah, I still feel like we're going to get a whole Final Fantasy VIII thing.
Yeah,
you know where
the Lunateer.
Yeah.
I think a bunch of us have thought that.
We're going to the moon, everyone.
It's just a big space zit chat, and then it explodes, and monsters fall into Heidelin. It's
just like real life.
Yeah, somebody asked Yoshi P at the next interview. So Yoshi P, why did you decide to go for the Lunateer? Well, I looked around at people in the crowd, and suddenly I saw something on someone's face, and that was the inspiration for this entire content. Well, he said that's the reason we went to the moon is because people said the moon, like on that interview.
Yeah, people kept memeing it.
Yeah, he was like, well, yeah, okay, we'll go to the moon then. It's like, okay. So if we shout like more hairstyles that are longer for like content, maybe we'll get them. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Also, wasn't the moon originally supposed to be 7.0? So we're getting an expansion early. Because he always joked saying that we'd go to the moon in 7.0. So,
according to that recent interview that I looked at, that I forget the name of the publication, but he said the reason for that was originally it was going to be 7.0, but they wanted to gauge the expectations of the player base based on how successful Shadowbringers was. And because Shadowbringers was so successful, they decided not to have so much in the way of that storyline. Basically, layman speak, though, we don't want a Stormblood 2.0 filler content update. So they're going to go, right, okay, this is serious. We need to bring 7.0 to 6.0 and not have a filler thing and wrap this up while the iron is hot. And I completely agree with that standpoint. I think that's a perfect idea, because if I have to sit through another filler set of content, and you know my feelings on Stormblood, I did not like it overall.
I still feel like Stormblood was a missed opportunity. It was good if they'd settled on one area instead of both. It would have been great.
I think they should have done more on Doma than they should have on Alamigo, because
everyone says that. Yeah,
I just did not like the Alamigan kind of thing. It was just terrible. I was like,
I still remember when I was streaming. You know, when we get to I don't think it was Stormblood. I think it was it? It must have been Stormblood, where they had the patch where they're like, "Who wants to sit in this seat and be the ruler?" I'm like, me. I'll do it. Someone pick me up and put me in. I'll rule.
Oh yeah.
I'm sick of doing everything for everyone else. Just give me it for a day.
They turned down needing Raban as well as Lise. It was such a cop-out. It's like, no, Lise, you can sit there yourself, you know. You don't need Raban. Chill out.
See,
I'd rather Raban, to be honest.
Her character development was I just didn't like her character. The best development I thought in that expansion was for Dola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I can't wait to see what they do with Fordolo being a resonant in Endwalker, because that's obviously Fan Daniel's whole, like, you know, and the whole Xenos plot line, the whole counterpoint to that. So
thank you, Father Fenway, for the happy birthday bits, I guess. But thank you for the bits, though. I will say that. I'm 100 years old now.
116 episodes, so 116 years old.
I record these once a year, you just don't know that.
That's right. Since he was born.
It's all pre-recorded.
I have a time machine, and I've recorded these once a year and then went back in time to release them every 2 weeks.
You mean your time girder? Oh,
this is our British guy as guest. We have Meoni. Or are we the guests? I don't know. Is Meoni now the host?
Oh, that took an interesting turn. Not ready for this sort of commitment.
Because Meoni now in charge of Moogle go around and we're just the guest.
Oh, so can we get on his payroll then?
Oh dear.
I will take the payment of 1 fish and chips a month.
Oh, that's a bit steep. Do you want mushy peas for that or not?
No, because I can't
curry
eat them.
sauce.
You can't eat mushy peas. Oh man, you're missing out.
I can't eat peas. I can't eat baked beans either. I'm allergic to them, sadly.
I know. It must be so bad. Like, I'm going to meet you one day and I'll be like, hey, do you want to go for like a burger or something? And you'll be like, no. Oh,
no, I'll still go and watch you eat, because I've done that before. I've been like, I'm not joking. People are like, oh, can you eat here? I'm like, no, but it's fine. You just eat. I'll just sit here in the corner.
Oh dear.
I used to have birthday parties like that. Yeah, people were like, "Oh, Chili, you should do a birthday." I'm like, no, I can't be asked. Like, we bought you this cake. Well, great. I can't eat that cake, so you guys eat my birthday cake, and I'll enjoy it for me. It actually sounds. I don't know.
So
what
we
that
need,
sounds
we
like.
need to make a cake with that Vegeta energy drink thing, and then you'd eat it.
I mean, I missed my butcher. My butcher used to do cakes.
What? Why?
year
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned.
Yeah, told you. Yeah, I used to go to get cakes from a butcher for my birthday. I tried to make one myself this year, but I failed. Well, it worked, but I failed.
And we still didn't get a stream.
Like I streamed me doing the magic opening into your box.
Yeah, my mum still finds that.
She sounds like it's a similarity to me with food. We actually, I have a nut allergy, and although most things don't have nuts, so many places have nut-related products that they like. Well, cross contamination. But I did find out I can have peanut oil in America.
Wait, what? How does that work? It's made of
because
peanuts.
The peanut oil in America is so refined. There's no allergens.
Basically, what you're telling me is America has diluted everything to the point where there isn't actually anything in it other than preservatives.
Yeah.
So there is no peanut. It's never seen a peanut in its life. It's actually just yellow blobs. You know, it's just fake. It's like
I wouldn't recommend it Father Fenway, but yeah, I found that out.
I'm lucky. The only thing
I wouldn't do it because I don't want to risk my health just in case that one time a little bit popped through.
a little bit of nut popped through.
Oh no.
See, I'm lucky. I'm only allergic to an indigenous plant all the way from Africa. So
Who's knotted in Chili's oil?
Trying to make that steak on.
Man, we tried to get onto Final Fantasy 14, but now we've got into nut oil.
What about Sorrow of Werlet? You looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the last weapon.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of the dragons, but
not got any of the dragons. What's this?
no, I haven't got any of the dragons.
Tut tut tut. Not even innocents.
No.
Easy peasy. Come on, get cracking. Get some dragons. You know you want to transform a robot plane.
I do. It looks so cool.
It's amazing.
I do want the Hades dragon, but that fight just
Yeah, tell me about it. The drop rate was horrible. I had to do it 92 times before I saw it drop and rolled. Horrible.
It wasn't that bad, but it was one. I can't remember which one it was, but one of the birds. I think it was just Zervan, actually. So it's not a bad fight, but I got to like 95, and then it finally dropped. And I just passed because I felt bad. So I was like, well, might as well just do 4 more.
No, I didn't pass. I was like, no. Just throw the totems away. It's fine.
I mean, for Hades, I would have passed. But for Zervan, I was like, you know what? I'm at 95. 4 more runs. They're like 15-minute runs at the time. I'll just do it.
I'm curious.
I'm down to 90 runs of SOS.
Oh, see your sacrifice.
I've cleared that once and then never again.
It's quite an easy fight, though.
It involves memory, though, where you got to remember if it's the fire or ice or lightning.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
the first one nearly always gets me.
But they wear different hats. That's how I remember it. So like each mechanic has a different hat. So like it's like summon some ads, and if you have a mage hat on, it's like it's that mechanic, and they have different hats. There you go. That's my top tip. Look at the hats.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Diamond Weapon.
Do you reckon it's going to be on the side of an airship then, considering it's the sky deck?
Yeah, clearly, because that's where you fought him in 7, right?
That's right. Yeah.
There'll be live action.
Well, you also, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's just not as big. That's the thing that it looks great from a picture, right, on the website, but he's just not big enough. I want him to be a big stompy boy that crushes things and then gets like cannoned into oblivion from a Juno.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's some sort of Pokemon and just like grows. Got like a
grows.
I mean,
Doesn't
also
that mean
it
the man
could be
inside
it could also be the camera angle.
Oh yeah, well, I guess that last cutscene they put a dude inside that chest thing there, didn't they? And it was pretty small.
I mean, maybe it's not even. Is it even manned?
Yeah, by like a sacrificed man.
Poor man.
Diamond. I
don't know. Maybe they'll just stick the young child in it or whatever, or maybe the big bad guy will go in it. Don't know.
Nah, I feel like he's going to be part of future stories.
I'd like us to fight the little child inside Diamond, and then for a solo instance to be
that was Ultimate Weapon. Diamond Weapon was fought by Midgar. Diamond Weapon was the one they shot the cannon at, right?
Yeah, the sister ray. Yeah.
So technically, this is the first time we've actually seen it fight.
Yeah, it went up and made a hole in it, didn't it?
See, I was hoping they would do some of the spin-off weapons, because you actually had a sapphire weapon, which was before Crisis, and then Dirge of Cerberus also had its own weapon, I think.
Didn't we fight Sapphire in the solo trial?
Really,
I remember there being a weapon. What was before Crisis? I'm going to go look up Final Fantasy VII weapons, because I know there was one that came out in one of the mobile spin-offs in Japan.
Rainbow weapon.
Gay pride weapon, yes!
It comes out with a flag and just stomps it in, ignorant people.
Jade weapon.
Yes, queen, I'm going to be slappy.
Okay, it was Jade weapon.
Jade. That sounds like a stripper's name.
I feel so sorry for people it's called Jade.
That's fine.
It didn't look like anything that we've ever seen. It's like a weird aircraft carrier.
Actually, thinking about that, I had a couple of people in...
And then there was a mega weapon in Dirge of Cerberus.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
They'll be out of a job now.
Well, no. OnlyFans and stuff like that exist.
Yeah.
No, remember the stripper service that they had in America?
Should be on Live Jasmine or something.
What was it?
Where they deliver food to you?
Yeah, Boobera, where it's like strippers that deliver food, Uber style.
Good old Booba.
Booba.
Yeah, giant strippers. I fucking love that. Like, oh yeah, oh thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for my chicken korma. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, live stream stripping up here in the USA. See, there you go.
Ooh, deadhead 6-year-old rum. So I've been looking at food. Oh, mellow tree flying saucers.
There's Jade weapon, by the way.
Jade. Oh, I've got to see what Jade looks like. Oh, it kind of looks like the robot plane that we get as a reward. Is that why they did it? They made it. Oh, it literally looks like. I mean, it's kind of. You have to squint a bit, but it's got wings that looks like a plane. That's probably why the reward for the final dragon is a dragon plane.
Probably.
It's got horns and stuff on it. Oh, good find.
Nice.
I bet you that's where they got the inspiration. Fantastic.
It's based on the mobile game before Crisis. See?
Mm.
I know some things.
I'm glad you do, because the 7 series, let's call it, is just draining on me, honestly.
People don't even know that 7 had the spin-off for 7 had online features in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus had online modes.
What?
Yeah.
Dirge of Cerberus is a great game. Let's just put that there.
By the way.
Online? What?
Wow.
Yeah, Demon knew that Dirge of Cerberus had online. Yeah, it had an online, I think it was a time trial, wasn't it, Demon? Something like that?
Oh, something basic then.
Yeah, but still, it was pretty cool that they did it.
Ooh, I have a question for you both.
Okay, I'm going to try this Vegeta War, by the way, for anyone that wants to know.
What do you and Paul think of the new Battle Royale Final Fantasy VII game?
Why isn't it on PC?
That's a valid response.
BlueStacks.
I don't want it on my phone. I barely use my phone as it is. I want it on my PC.
Do we really need a 7 Battle Royale, though?
No.
It's okay to me.
But I kind of want it. I kind of want to play it. But
I'll play it.
No.
I'll play on my PC.
Oh, jeez. Is that what you're going to be streaming when it comes out?
I'll stream it, yeah. I you know what? Out of all of the things, I'm more pissed off with Ever Crisis than I am
Really?
Battle Royale. And Final Fantasy, how's the One Chip Challenge? Well, you'll find out on Soundbites, the Stack Size podcast, where you can go check out on Anchor in a couple of weeks.
Ever Crisis not being on the Switch sucks.
Yeah, what sucks about Ever Crisis? I don't know. I can't remember if you covered this or not. But the weapons are gacha based.
No, I haven't covered it. Wow, really?
Yeah.
I think Demon mentioned to me at some point on Discord.
Yeah.
Geez, that's confirmed, is it?
Yeah, it was in an interview.
Fuck, that's horrible.
The episodes are going to be free. So every part would be free.
How important are the gacha things, though?
But the weapons for progress are going to be gacha based.
Is it going to be like Genshin? Because that I can handle.
Well, they've said it. You can beat the game without doing it, but who knows? I don't. That's all I know. So all I can say is gacha-based weapon.
Mm-hmm. Not a fan. I still think mobile is.
Yeah. By the way, Father Fair, we have already done it. It's just the recording is in a few weeks before it go live.
I don't want it to be on the phone. I would like it to be on like PC. Like if they could do like what Genshin Impact did, and they have it on phone, PC, and console.
Multi-platform. Put it on the Switch, put it on PlayStation, put it on PC, and put it on your phone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how badly it looks on the other platforms. Just we want access to it. And considering if you look at how many games there have basically been remade into game form, in the same form all the way through, including Advent Children as a game, by the way.
Yeah, they're getting Before Crisis and Crisis Core, aren't they? I know Before Crisis was a game, but it was a bad Java-based game on mobile in Japan only. So
yeah,
also,
I think it was Java.
Yeah, it really does really horrible percent-based drops.
But you do have the Mercy system at least, though. But yeah, phone is popular. Well, it's because mobile games in general are popular in Japan. It's always been Japan's always been more of a handheld country than it has been console because of their work environment.
I mean, have you seen that? I don't know if it's Chinese or something. I think it's Chinese. They're also in Chinese. China. They do also mobile games. A lot of Asian countries. Like I've been playing it recently, like often on the Elder Return Black Survival. It's like
never heard of it.
It's it's a MOBA battle royale.
Oh.
It's pretty interesting. It's got some interesting concepts, but I think it was for phone first, and I think it only came out on Steam. So I found it, and it was just weird. Like download it. Doesn't take that long to download. I was like, okay, this is weird. It's pretty cool. The waifus are pretty cool. The husbandos are weird. You can play as a janitor called Jack.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of mobile games, so.
Not massively. It's mostly because I think that if you said that Japan, and it's true, Japan has a huge focus on mobile games because of the environment and the working conditions and how easy it is to just on the go sort of thing. But my response to that would be, well, what the fuck is the Switch then?
I mean, that's why the Switch does well. The Switch
exactly. So why is that not a priority? I know Square Enix like to throw every other game onto the Switch, so why not?
They did the same before with 15 because they had the mobile version of 15, and then they ported the mobile to the Switch, and then they moved it to other consoles.
I really hope that they do port it then, if that's the case. Yeah. But
because it was Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition.
Yeah, I don't like that game.
I like 15, don't get me wrong. I played 15. Again, I'm a pretty bad fucking Final Fantasy person because I've only played 13, 14, 15. I didn't even play 13 too. I tried playing 7 Remake. I got as far as I did, and then I kind of stopped. I played other.
I nearly pre-ordered the digital edition of Remake today, even though I already own it on PS4, just so I can buy the deluxe edition again.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? You can only play the Yuffie DLC if you have a PS4.
Because I personally have my own opinion.
Your opinions are, I think, quite different than mine, aren't they, Chili? The last time we talked about this, I went off on one when I was reacting to that on stream because I restreamed it, a reaction, and I think I regret doing that now because so many people are like, what's the problem? But at the same time, I think that it's a piss poor decision because, okay, so I've got a PS5 next to me, right? Not everyone has a PS5 next to them, all right? Thanks to scalpers and the rest of the world, and honestly, there just isn't much on it, right?
I wouldn't say the scalpers. Well, the scalpers are one thing, but it's the silicon problem that's the big issue. There's the same reason for graphics cards.
There's 101
sucks, but there's so many things.
Yeah, there's 101 reasons why that shouldn't be a thing right now, and it should. You've backed up my point there, where I think that you buy a game, okay, you buy a remake, and you buy that on PlayStation 4. I think that all of the content related to that, even if it is a standalone, if it's called Final Fantasy VII Remake in any way, shape, or form, as an addition to that previous content, which it basically is, right? It's a side thing. It's a standalone integrators, but it should be on the base console that the first game launched on, because otherwise you're just basically strong-arming people into saying, oh, you're too poor to have a PS5, or whatever the reason might be, right? It feels dirty to me, and I hate it.
It sucks, but I can see their business choice on it. Because Yuffie was created for the PS5 version, and chances are Remake Part 2 will be PS5 exclusive, it won't be on the PS4, being the fact it's probably going to be another couple of years to be made. Them making the Yuffie DLC exclusive means that they then don't have to go back and make a model for the PS4 version, because it's only going to be in the PS4 version, PS5.
But the thing is then, right, here's my problem with this, Chili, okay? Yeah. Right? You launched the first part on PS4. Part 2, yeah? Well, PS5. You're going to have Yuffie, right?
Yeah.
So that means that Part 2 is not going to be on PS4.
Probably correct.
which is fucking ridiculous. There's no way you can explain to me why that was a good decision.
Oh, no, it's not a good decision, but I can understand their choice if business reasons.
Oh, for business, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why we put gacha mechanics in the fucking 7 game.
But I'm just saying that I can understand their choice of the fact that, just like, they've got the new character, generic person, I forgot his name, of Son something, or whatever it was. He's got a spear, right?
Right.
Well, who is going to be one of your next teammates in 7?
Well, Sid.
Yeah. So my guess is they made the spear character to go with Yuffie, so that way the animations can be made and ready for part 2.
Yeah, he definitely comes across as basically Sid.
Yeah.
I'm like, because he even spins the javelin the same way, and I'm like, God.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that so that they've got everything ready for Sid.
I still think that overall.
Oh God, it's not recording your voice. I'm gonna have to grab the podcast afterwards. Download it.
That's fine.
It was just for that part, where we talk about didn't get sued by his work.
No, I just opened up the recording software and realised I had a Windows update last night and I forgot to check afterwards.
No, fuck you, Windows.
So the podcast won't go live till next week anyway. So I'll download it off Twitch and then edit it from that.
Oh no, we're not recording.
I agree.
Why am I still recording? I might as well just stop. Because otherwise it's just me for 30 minutes talking to myself.
PS4. Okay, but then again, they have made patches for the PS4.
Yeah, they also got hacked horribly and had all of the stuff exposed. And
this isn't the first time they got hacked. It happened like 4 years ago as well.
And I'm a big advocate for, Cyberpunk was a great game. I am still big up there with it.
No, I enjoyed Cyberpunk. Don't get me wrong. I was one of the few people that wasn't pissing all over it.
Same.
And I'm sure I would have enjoyed it if it wasn't so flashy at some points.
Yeah, it's very flashy.
I loved every minute of it, but I feel sorry for anyone who didn't play it on PC. I really do, because from what I've seen, it was just a joke.
It wasn't that bad for me, and I was playing it on the PS4.
Really? Okay.
It was not.
Is it exaggeration? Is it exaggeration from people then?
It's very like my poor baby. My limited edition Final Fantasy 15 PS4 is not in the greatest position, but it ran it perfectly. There were it crashed every now and then, but it saves so much. It auto saves, so if it crashes at some point, I'm just here again. I can just load it up. I was happy with that. Yeah, it was a little bit annoying sometimes, broke the immersion sometimes, but other than that, still a great game. I didn't have no errors how other people had it, where cars were changing the time of day. I didn't have that problem.
Yeah, on the PC, I think I had one crash in total throughout the entire playthrough, but I had a ton of bugs that I had to save scum past, like doors that I've already accessed before I was supposed to, and they were unlocked, but they weren't unlocked because I hadn't advanced the quest chain before I'd unlocked it. Stuff like that. Lots of bugs like that. Cars that would explode and block my way onto like in a story sequence where you can't jump for some reason, and then you can't move because some wreckage is in the way. I know that's happened to a few people. There's just all sorts of stuff. Also, some of the funniest stuff as well is where you go to the roundabout section in that game. Is this huge, big sort of spaghetti junction type area. And there's just cars going straight through half of the highway and exploding because of how badly they're just shredding apart. I stood there for a good 20 minutes just watching parts of car fly around. It's great.
It's watching a car watching a car pile up in real life. You just can't look away. It's just go.
It was so good though, because it showed how good the damage model of the cars actually is. It's like
Yeah, I wish they would have just made it for the PS5 and cancelled the PS4 version. I personally would have done that.
Paul, you played Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Like anyone else. Were you not like me in that game? I was fascinated by just smashing my car into different things to see what different shapes of dent I could get. I love that. You could make your car really narrow and stuff. I love progressive damage models like that. I was fascinated. So there was a lot of really cool bits to Cyberpunk as well that were like that, and little bits that surprised me. So
I still find it, sorry for going off topic, but I still find it weird that to test the physics engine of Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar made a table tennis game.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Go table.
I wondered why. you wonder why that exists, and then you're like, oh right, okay.
I liked the hooker. I like Moogle.
So in terms of Final Fantasy 14's 5.5, what are you two most excited for? I know Paul's not a big player of it at the moment, right? But is there anything that you're looking forward to at all, or
the new class? Because I have
in 5.5?
Oh no, not 5.5. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. I'm just waiting for May. That's what I'm waiting for. The only thing that's keeping me in the game right now is playing Black Myth. That is literally the only thing that's keeping me, and Samurai. So the only thing that's kind of keeping me afloat of actually playing the game, or I would be taking a break right now and just working on WoW. And that's what I'm mostly playing WoW. Been trying to get an achievement for doing heroic and stuff. So I've been raiding a lot over. Like I raid 6 days a week now. So I only have that's one day off. It's a Friday, and Friday is my cheat day as well when it comes to my diet. So I also work out as well now. So I work out. So it goes work out, eat my diet, raid, sometimes sleep, and then do a podcast. So and then Friday.
Fenway's near Diamond MSQ.
That's good.
I'm looking forward to the next part of Relic personally. But
the Relic I haven't even touched. I've watched your streams on it. Okay, it's pretty funny. Been enjoying it. Yeah. Doing it myself. Nah. I've been
it's pain, it's suffering, but it has to be done.
Has to be done for the content.
For me, yeah.
I think the first time I'm ever going to say this ever, because I've never done them before in any other expansion. I'm looking forward to the Beast Tribes when they get announced.
Oh yeah, what you mean 6.0 stuff now? Yeah.
No, it should be in 5.55. I'm guessing.
Oh, you mean the Allied Beast Tribe quest?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. That should be fun.
I was going to say, because that's the first. I've never actually maxed out Beast Tribes before.
Oh, really?
So, I did the Namazu on Primal. I still need to do them on Aether one day.
Yeah.
And I did Moogle on Primal. Yeah. But that's the only ones I've ever maxed out. And this time I've actually done the... I don't know. Giant tank with wings?
Don't know. What could it be, chat? What could the final reward be from an allied beast tribe of the Qatari, Pixies, and Dwarfs, right?
Alcoholic dance?
An alcoholic worm on the back of...
they have always been emotes. It's not going to be like a mountain. It's going to be an emote.
It's going to be a dance of some kind.
The last one was the dance. It was the throw money one.
Gratuity, yeah. So, I don't know. What could you have? If you combine a dwarf, a wiggly creature, and a pixie.
By the way, I did love the fact you could serve the pixie at the bar at the dwarves.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trying to think of things what could it be? A dwarf and a pixie and another small thing walk into a bar. What emote do they choose?
If it's a dance, that's going to be the weirdest dance ever.
By the way, that's a guess on a dance for anyone that wonders.
Complete guesses here, obviously.
The only one that actually gave us a dance, dwarf. Yeah. Right? The other ones did not give us a dance.
You mean of the current stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
maybe it'll be like the Sundrop dance and just combine 3 different.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, really. Yeah.
Inspired dances.
Yeah, but they did no dances. That's the thing. It's like Moogles did the whole twirly, or what? What?
Maybe a special greeting that combines 3 of their cultures. I don't know what the pixie part of that would be. The dwarfs, it'd be easy. You'd just be a drunken swagger or something.
By the way, I will say this, that if I was at Square Enix and if I was doing the dwarves, we know that the Lalafels are the only ones that can get into the houses. I would rip off Alice in Wonderland and have it so that the dwarves have some weird magic alcohol mixture that once you reach rank 4 or 5 of the Beast Tribe, you can click on and it makes your character tiny. Just uses the minimize effect from the debuff, so you can visit the houses as any race.
That would be cool, but then the whole exclusive thing to actually Lalafell, I think a lot of people would get pissed at that.
I'm a Lalafell. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of other people would be for us, because I know there's a lot of Lalafell, what are they called?
Purists?
Yeah, purists, contests.
Screw it, but people don't get to understand the fact that you can actually go in the houses and the windows actually work in the dwarf houses. Yeah. You can actually see people walking around outside. It's great. They've got little beds and everything.
I think it's cool, but obviously the exclusive thing to the actual raid, I think a lot of Lalas who are very elitist to a very elitist thing. How dare you do this?
Bad though, Auras technically had their thing, but anyone could do it because Auras are just massive.
I'm bigger. I'm bigger. I'm happy. I'm bigger than the male, so.
So, I wish we'd be like somebody got as a Beast Tribe reward. It's like, you seem very trustworthy. Here, have our magic cheese.
Magic cheese.
I kind of like to maybe see like our character kind of grow pixie wings and do the dwarf dance in the air.
No,
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Don't give us wings we can't keep. God, no. People will get angry.
So that would be pretty cool. I mean, if they wanted wings, just go play a fucking Perfect World shit.
Well, we already got wings. It's called fashion accessories.
Yeah, but people want like different types of wings.
It's called future fashion accessories.
Look, no, they just want to be like, and they want to be ascended from WoW. That's what they want to be. Big blue women and men, big budongas and big wings. That's what they want to be. That's what they truly want to be. They want to be Kyrian. That's what they truly want to be. Or they want to be like Hawker.
How long will it be before in fashion accessories we see like backpacks for school and stuff?
I mean,
next year.
I have a backpack with a night fair that had cool bugs on it. I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see this like have backpacks and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I really hope it's not sold though. It'll probably be a mug station, but I really wish it. I hope it isn't.
I'd buy it.
I know.
I'd say I'd buy it, but I normally buy everything for everyone else. But I'd purchase it and give it away.
But I still want that emote. That with the fans, I still want to get that, but I just don't have the money for it. Like the fans, I think that's so cool. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I ain't got money for that. I'll just chill. And it's like, what is it? The whole thing about like the PS4 and like PS5 stuff. Like you're saying, like, people be like, "Oh, you're so poor," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in a fucking pandemic. I'm unemployed. I can't go out and find a work." I am poor.
Why not bring it out on PS4?
It's like the only income I get is literally from Twitch. That is literally my only income.
I mean, this has hit everyone horribly across the world. So that's why I think I don't know, I don't want to use the term predatory, but it definitely feels a little bit like that. It just feels like a slap in the face for people who thought that 7 Remake, I know we're back on that topic again, that wanted it on PS4. They bought the first part of it, they expected it all there. Even if they never got told that it would all be there, that doesn't mean that they didn't expect it.
I do think that is a slap in the face. Like if they said, okay, we're gonna have like future content, but it's gonna be like PS5 exclusive, I would have waited to actually play the game and just bought like PS5 edition.
Imagine if they here's an analogy for you. Endwalker only available on PS5 and PC. What would you say?
They wouldn't do it because...
They wouldn't do it, but let's say they did. Let's just pretend, okay? It'd be the same drama.
Yeah, it would be.
I think it'd be more drama because it's an online game versus a single-player title.
No, yeah, true. But you know what I mean? That's how it feels
it would,
anyway.
It would be bad.
If I was to distill it into a feeling, that's how I feel about that. Even though I've got a PS5 and I'll play Integrate and the rest of it, but that's not the way. That I can't take the viewpoint of going, well, I've got a PS5. I'm not going to take that standpoint, and I hate people who do because they're scum.
I will say again, thank you to my friend for my PS5 because I wasn't able to pre-order one, but he was able to pre-order 2, so he just gave me the pre-order.
That's very nice.
I still paid. What do you say, Paul?
Sorry, I was talking far.
Also, Paul, I'm giving you the Wassail emote.
It's like I'm literally like the poorest man here right now because these both dudes have PS5. Where's my? I'm a content creator. Where's my PS5? Where's mine?
In the same place that a lot of content creators want it, in someone else's room, being sculpted.
That's true. That is unfortunately true.
Honestly, I'm kind of waiting because I want to know if BioWare, please make a special edition for Dragon Age. I would buy that in a fucking heart. I will sell my fucking bikes, my car. I will fucking sell that shit and buy that.
Imagine an Endwalker PS5. Now you've got me thinking.
Yeah, I'm just like, all these editions.
I mean, it's not going to be hard to do it yourself with the PS5, though.
Really, I'm the worst artist you've ever met. I could do it with crayons, maybe.
No, I'm just saying the fact that the plates slide off. So... Custom plates are a lot more, easier to get than.
True, and you can get them from D-Brand and other websites as well, can't you? Like all those.
We're not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just say because it's the only one I've recently looked at. There's tons of places you can get all these replacement plates And you could probably like silk screen on the screen print on them, or dip them or something. But it's still gonna. I don't think that's something you can do yourself unless you've got some skill.
I'm not just saying you can do it yourself, but I'm just saying
yours would be Vegeta energy drink powered anyway.
Yeah, I tried it by the way. It does taste like cider. It does somehow.
Does it? Magic.
Have you ever tasted cider? Like,
not really.
Yeah, I say like it could be like completely different because the ciders I've tasted are very alcoholic.
Is it delicious or is it rank?
Could chili be becoming an alcoholic?
Both.
It's there's no alcohol in it, by the way.
Yeah.
It has a nice flavour when it hits your mouth, and then give it a few seconds,
and then the chemicals start to seep through.
And then you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
What is this? I feel my teeth starting to rot and a hole going through my throat.
I mean,
for someone who has as many allergy problems as you have, Chili, you are experimenting on yourself way too much.
It's true.
I'm 35, right? That's long enough.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to anything. Possibly story with Final Fantasy. Like, I haven't even finished the Admiral stuff. I unlocked Expert and then I just stopped because I was so busy because I had to gear up stuff at the time.
Mm.
And so I haven't actually finished that yet, so I'll probably try and finish that before obviously the new patch comes out. But I'm not really looking forward to anything. I'm looking forward to expansion. That's something I'm really looking forward to because they're ending fucking the arc, and I'm like, they're gonna do something new. Like, how are they gonna fucking top it? That's what I'm looking for. And the new job, because it's a melee.
Wow.
And I want
we know it's a melee.
And I want it to be a Reaper or like a necromancer kind of thing. Like, I really want to know because I have this thought that it's a dot place melee, like a Death Knight, like an unholy Death Knight thing.
Okay. Soul Reaper.
Yeah, and because I've already fucking dibsed it in every raid team. Raid team and a raid team, I've dibsed that shit. I'm like,
I did Sage, so yeah.
What about you, Meoni? What do you think it's going to be?
Well, the melee, I think it's like I said before, like a Soul Reaper. Before, I think that the Scythe hint is too big to avoid. I mean, the only other thing I could possibly think of, which doesn't, I mean, there's no reason for me to think this, would be something using a hammer, mostly because people moaned about not being able to use Gaia's hammer, and they might.
Well, then they also gave the hammer to Warrior, didn't it, at one point? So hopefully maybe we can get more hammers for Warrior.
Yeah, that would be cool. More hammer warriors, and hopefully Warrior is actually good in, or better. Sorry, I should say, more up to standards. In 6.0 than it currently is. Yeah.
I think it's going to share gear for Dragoon. Yeah, I think so as well. I think it's going to be a maiming-based job either way.
Oh, it has to be maiming because it doesn't share anything.
I still find it funny because you're like, oh yeah, make Warrior better, and I'm like sitting there like crying in Bard. I'm like, dude, I love Bard, and that has fucking been getting the shit on.
When they nerfed Bard and then they gave the same buffs back?
Yeah, I was so pissed at that. I was like, really?
The buff in Bard, adding the 20 potency were removed in the last patch.
What do you think about Machinist, Paul?
Machinist was a good kind of like remake. I was really happy because like how it was when it first came out was fucking.
I hated it when it
came out, and now they've like made it like
usable,
better. Yeah, like usable. I'm like, yeah, and it does like it's supposed to be the hard hitting range DPS, which it is. It does like 18k. That's what
it's a bursty boy.
Yeah, you know, it gives a little bit of like utility, not a lot like Bard and Dancer give. You know, it used to, obviously, it used to do a trick attack. Like, you know, it used to literally give a trick attack with its turret. Now it doesn't, but I like the system where it's like, you have gauge, and then, oh, look, now I have a pet out that does a bit of damage for. That's what we think that should happen with Summoner. With all their pets. Like, they have these stances where, like, okay, I've got this gauge, now it's Ifrit. Got this gauge, now Garuda, so and so. To make him immune, because who the fuck uses Garuda anymore? Or Titan? They are dead pets.
True, isn't it?
They are dead pets. It's all about Ifrit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think what they should do is try and occlude that, where, you know, you have these phases, like you have Bahamut phase, Phoenix phase, but then now you should have Ifrit phase, Titan phase, Garuda phase. I think it would be pretty cool. It would make it a little bit hard because their rotation and their opener is still a piano. Like you have to press so much, and that's why I didn't like it that much. And like the dot, I'm all about dots. I love my dots. I play an Affliction Warlock in WoW. I love dots. Dots give me a dot DPS that has to work on dots.
Do you remember Burning Crusade Affliction Warlock with 12 button keys as a combo?
Yep. And
I loved it, yeah.
And now it's still alright now. Just so many dots I have to do now. It's great. I like dot up times. They're fun.
They are fun. It is a lot of fun.
My idea for the new job is, I still like as everyone else, I think it's going to be a side class. But I think it's going to work like a reverse red mage.
Oh.
Where most of it's melee, but then has magic enders.
That could work, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, you're in melee 90% of the time, and then you jump out to do massive sort of soul damage or something.
Well, not even just that, but like, a paladin it's got physical combo and then magic combo. But more red magey. Like, you still stand there, but, you do, like, darkness magic. Because Xenos is clearly going to be the...
He will be that job, yeah. He'll be the antagonist. You beat fire with fire, sort of thing. Yeah,
Do you know what I'm gonna? Because I've done this for every time a new expansion comes out. I change my character to be what I'm playing. But I'm so used to it being Bunny something. Like it's been a lot of things. In Stormblood, I was called Bubble Medic because I was a Scholar Medic. Because Bubble. And then I switched from that. I was still that, and I played like Caster and Summoner. And then it came out to when it came to this expansion, and I called it Bunny Gunnery because I was playing a Gunbreak, which was really fun. I enjoyed it, and now I wanted a little bit of change because I was just brain. Tanking felt too dumb now, I just wasn't enjoying it for me. Like I wanted some pizzazz. I wanted a rotation as a DPS, because the DPS you got to do movements and all that. And I was getting.
Do you find that I've heard this from a couple of people actually. Someone told me when I was on the stream that their best friend that they played FF with for the past few years literally just quit the game when they changed the way that enmity is generated by just having a stance.
Yeah.
Like, do you find that actually equaled or added to your displeasure with how tanking feels?
Yeah, it took the fun out of it. You can't troll your raid mate, where you can like throw shirk on them and then they just die or something. You can't do that no more. And I loved it because the whole amenity system where damage dealers actually had to use another ability in their cooldown to do less amenity, because if they did more amenity and they got it and they took like a auto attack, they would, and it was funny. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I physically had pleasure of seeing my raid mates get clattered by the boss.
You could also see how shit a tank was by how well they were actually generating enmity as well, if they actually knew their rotation. That was something else that we found out, or how OP a black mage was at their rotation, because they would just pull all the time. They would just snap aggro, unless... I think
that's why they changed it. That's why they changed it, because they didn't want the hostility and the abuse and the harassment that players would get because of it.
Yeah, I see that, but I also see the point of too much cotton wool and people need to grow up a little bit and accept that that's a really good mechanic that works in many MMOs that I've played and that you've played and Chili's played, especially WoW, where, or at least old school WoW. I don't know what it's like now. So is it still the same with you can still overthrow a tank or not?
It's changed completely.
That's sad.
I haven't tanked in a while. I've been warlocking, doing my warlock things.
Yeah, that used to be the good definition of if somebody wanted to be in your static. I mean, that was for us anyway. It's we'll go in a dungeon, see how good they are.
You trial them out. That's how I got into some of my raid teams, because you literally had to do a trial. They will take you through a run of either normal or you're doing reclears, and they'll go try you out through that. That's how I got into mine. It was they took me through the reclears, and then when they got up to their progging port, they were like, okay, we might take you, and then they'll trial other people, and then okay, yeah, now we'll take you, because you did it right.
Did you have a re-raise earring? Yes. Okay, you're fine.
I mean, you didn't need stuff like Act to tell if somebody was good or not. You see, that's what I'm trying to say. You could tell if somebody knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we mean Microsoft Excel.
Well, I know it's a meme that you most people don't kind of use it, but all the raiders, they use it, and Square Enix don't care as long as you don't harass people.
Yeah, obviously.
And I know WoW does not give a shit because they have add-ons for fucking days. Shit, my add-ons folder is fucking full of this random add-on. But having something actually in-game personally, like the PS4 players and all that can use as well, to see if like am I doing bad. Like if I got aggro from a tank, it's either like that tank's bad or I'm just a god. You know, it's like I was doing good. And that's
it doesn't work exactly like a parser. But there was a website to calculate how much damage you did on PS4. You know the Sky Sea thingy?
Yeah, Sky Sea.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you would go fight that, then because each one had a different HP percentage based on the job you were playing. So what you did was you put your job, and then put how much health it had left and the time left, and then it would use that to calculate how much damage you did.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more steps than ACT, but you could technically check what your DPS was on PS4. It's just not as accurate because you can't do it in actual battles.
And also, the one thing I didn't like about the whole new updates to tanking is that you couldn't, stance. You just can't do that now. I used to love doing that, where you have to change from tanking stance to a DPS stance, and I love Paladin. I've always enjoyed Paladin, but when they changed where you can't cover someone and use hollow ground to save them, I was like, no, that's fucking stupid. So why is cover on my bar and I have to use gauge for it?
Father Fenway was a good way for PS4 player to improve. I would say just keep practicing. Most players are better. It's hard to say this, but a lot of times any numbers you'll see online chances are inflated numbers. Because people will literally start, once the patch is near the end, they will start joining groups called pass groups just so that they can bump their numbers up. So I would say best thing to do is look up guides on the job you like, practice the jobs on like the dummy, and practice your rotations on training dummies and stuff, and then just do that.
Look at videos, look at like people's perspectives. Like that's how I used to do my tanking. So I would look at the tank POVs. I used to watch Dino a lot. Where he used to do like guides, and back then when I was tanking, I used to watch him quite a lot, and it helped me because I was like, okay, I do this, I move the boss there, and it's just all like calculated in your head. So the more you play, the more you do, the more it gets in your head, and that's how I do raids. And also, if you want to look at pass numbers, this is for anyone. If you want to look at pass numbers and to find out what you're doing wrong,
there's a website to do that.
Don't look from the rankings of FF logs. Do not look from the ranking. Try and find a guild that has just cleared that fight, or an FC that has just cleared that fight. See what they did, because if that's their first clear, then try and use them as your guide, not the top ranking, because they're a million higher eye levels. Like they've done this fight so many times. Don't look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the people that have just cleared. And
also, there is a website. You do have friend that passes. By the way, we do not pass because we cannot promote it because it's against the rules. But if you do know someone in the mists of the world, there is a website that will help you. Basically, it will look over your log for you, and then it will point out where the bits where you can like improve your certain abilities.
It's called
something
analyzer.
It's called Analyze. It looks at your timeline of abilities and then says, okay, you could throw a spell here or a spell here.
Yeah, what's your uptime? Are you always casting? You miss this in this fight, you miss this and this. Like, it's really good. It's helped me a few times. I'm like, okay, I need to put this there. It's even helped me in WoW. WoW also had the same thing as well. So,
But never forget,
hard.
Unlike that robot website, you are human. So you will make mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes. Like literally, I've been raiding for a long time, and I make.
At the end of the day, though, it is the better thing to say as well. Just in addition to that, is that the only way to get better at something is repetition. Do as many things as possible. Far too many people are scared shitless of signing up for an extreme, for example, when they're bloody easy. In my personal opinion,
Why do you think Meoni's god at DR?
you just have to. You just don't fear Pathfinder, and if you've got an FC like Father Fenway does that does regular events,
the Whiskers right over on Ragnarok.
That's right. Where the way that he can get better at being a tank is just doing more content, learning how he can utilize different cooldowns in different situations. Things like that, not just rolling through every single cooldown instantly. Know the strengths and weaknesses of a fight, know when something happens, and you only get to learn that if you do the content and fail. Failure and learning from a failure is more important than just trying to be perfect and watch a video every time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I I will watch a video to learn stuff, but until I'm actually doing the content, it means nothing to me.
Yeah.
And then I make up my own mechanics in my head. Like Kefka, I used to call it what was that mechanic I used to call it? I've forgotten it now.
It's like when I raid with Vegan Peach Group and with Chili and that, and they're sitting there talking about mechanics, I'm sitting there on my phone, like I'm taking in the information, but I'm just like just chilling, because obviously I've already done the fights technically because I do it on EU, but as a melee, and now I'm a black mage for them, so it's like I'm still technically playing the melee part, but I think we're changing the red mage to melee for this next fight, and I'm going to be the range. By the way, I'm loving Black Mage. Just saying, Black Mage is a great class. I feel really nice playing it. It just makes me feel like I'm playing,
big numbers.
Destruction Warlock on on WoW.
Big crits.
Big crits, big damage, lots of spell speed.
I bet you are one of those black mages that every time you get a big hit on Xenoglossy, you just go, oh!
Yes, and I think we heard that from on the stream at some point. Oh, yeah.
Remember that time I moaned yesterday during 10 because I got big numbers on White Mage?
He got big numbers on his fucking flat as misery. He's like, oh.
I just went, ah!
He screamed this loud, ah!
Trouser accident.
Look, I got 164k crit with this.
Also, actually, while I've got you guys here, actually, the whole data center channel we're going to, they're going to make it so we can travel to different data centers and hang out with our friends. Now, how is that going to work from American to, say, JP, or JP to EU, and EU to...
At no point have they said cross-region, just to reiterate that point. So it's probably going to be like Chaos, etc.
You do have to log out to do it, so...
Maybe I would love to go to Ether, just log out of Chaos and go to Ether just for a bit. But is that going to happen? Or is it more likely to be light to Chaos?
I personally don't think it will, but that was before I knew that you had to log out to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe, because I'm guessing they're fully transferring the character over. Though that sounds like a lot of data wasted. Consider the fact that they charge for it normally.
That's a lot of work, isn't it? That's why it sounds too good to be true, but I do hope that you can. I still have that hope, but I don't. It just seems too good.
I mean,
I like to visit Ragnarok on my other character because I haven't leveled up my EU one really.
Yeah.
I have a character that is max level. It has a dancer max level. It has machinist max level. It has a white mage max level. And it's just sitting on Louis Soir, doing absolutely fucking nothing. It's named Paul Aggro. I got patched by Meoni once, and it's never been the same. It's just still been doing nothing, collecting dust.
Yeah, Louis Soir is, no offense to people who are on Louis Soir, but it's a little bit on the empty feeling side.
Yeah, it's pretty much freaking dead.
Did Grandpa disappear?
Yeah.
Yes, Louis Soir's fucking dying.
If you want to get a large house, go to Louis Soir.
Yeah, if you want to get a house, come to Louis.
Yeah,
good for that.
Out Recon.
I know, it's my...
I got really lucky with Gilgamesh and got my house on there, and that's a high pop server, and all I did was go up and clicked it.
They was like, oh look, the GM was like, oh look, it's Chili. There's my boy, there's my other employee, let's go. And they helped you.
Well, no, I basically what I did, I logged in the morning, there was 7 people there, clicked it for 10 minutes, and I thought, you know what, I've already got a medium house on Ultros, I'm not going to bother taking it from these people, let them have them. Then later on in the afternoon, logged back in, not a single person was stood outside it.
Crazy.
I clicked it, and it was like, you got it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Then one of them messaged me later saying, congrats. I'm like, okay, thank you, random person.
And Savage Raid, they are not scary. They are literally, they are the same people as you, wanting to do Savage. That takes me to shit. And if they be an arsehole to you, just turn around, call them a cunt, and shut the fuck up and leave.
Wow.
Not that.
Well, I would say that.
I can do that because
game.
I still haven't been banned yet for it, so
You're welcome, Paul.
Oh no, I've done it. I've clocked it. It was Chili this entire time. The conspiracy theories are coming out, boy. Chili, soon there is literally going to be a fucking Reddit called fucking Chili Theories.
Oh, I'd be scared. I don't even predict that much, right? I don't know where this meme came from, really.
Great. It's absolutely great.
Look,
but yeah, if you want to start Savage, it's not, don't take Paul's advice. I mean, take my advice, just not that end bit of being my advice.
Yeah, take his advice of trying it out.
Yeah, just try it out.
Just don't reply to them, blacklist them, and move on.
There are some nice Savage raiders that that will help you. They will help you. And I met a couple of legends today while I was on Boobable, and they were like, "Do I love your name?" I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Like, "Oh, do you do Savage?" And it was had a nice conversation whilst I was dying to hell. But
I've got this legend character. I can't remember her name exactly off the top of my head, but every time I see her, she gives me a head pat and hugs. And
you mean Perfect Legend? The title?
Well,
no, it's just
the
legend. The legend.
Perfect Legend.
Yeah,
do people actually still idolize those people?
Not
Sometimes.
really.
Okay, cool. Because purchased it, right? So
I will normally say congrats on
the problem.
even if they did it, but
even if it was like a piloted run, which 90% is the time. Yeah, I'd see it as just a disgusting thing for the most part.
Cool fight.
Look, if I saw things that were disgusting, I wouldn't have the Saint of the Firmament title on, okay? Look, I spent 12 to 13 hours a day fishing for 9 days straight to get 1 million points. And even 1 million points was only in the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I did Weaver and got Saint, so...
Do you know what I did?
It was a whole lot worse, trust me.
I did nothing. I played other games.
Right, you nutted for 9 days.
Yep, I just nutted for 9 days straight.
That seems pretty easy.
No, I feel like gathering is more annoying than crafting.
Really? Are you sure about that? Have you done an expert craft?
You don't have to do it for 12 hours, though.
It kind of did, dude.
Not on, at least not on Gilgamesh.
Did you see his stream of him trying to craft? Yeah. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I never watched me craft. Watching me craft is something else. It's like a caveman that finds fire for the first time.
I hardly slept that week. It was just endless crafting. Just endless crafting. It was horrible. And you had a 50% chance each time, even with the best gear. So, yeah, 50% chance to succeed on each craft. That's not good.
Day, 18 outside. I spent 20 million gear crafted for 9 hours a day, 7 days straight. Watched myself just drop down the list and realised I wasn't getting close to saying, "Jeez, 20 million." No, I would not see it fucking worth that. I'd have been like,
see, I'm the opposite. I made 5 million gil. So, and because I play on my laptop on my big TV screen, I've got a Windows extension for Chrome, which allows me to do picture-in-picture of videos. So I just had like Amazon. I watched the entire season of Lucifer, all of them, and other things while fishing.
Crafting a month after. Jesus,
Father, I wanted to cry for Chili while he fished. Yeah, Father watched me. I streamed my fishing.
Yeah, Meoni, why didn't you stream your crafting?
Because I was half asleep on the floor for most of it.
So was Chili.
Yeah. I still can't believe we got more viewers from my fishing streams than we have any other stream we've ever done.
Well, I told you this before. Like, I get more viewers for when I'm doing stuff like DR spamming than anything else on Twitch. So people just like to see agony and stress. That's what it is. It's that addictive grind nature. They just want that repetition in the background. So yeah, you should do more fishing streams.
Fine, I will aim to be the fishing troll thing.
Why is the thing?
Oh, you're gonna be the troll tile? Yes.
A jar of marmalade. Oh no, Marmite pop.
What on earth are you reading?
I'm on Amazon looking at food.
Oh. He's hungry. He's done.
I am hungry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start wrapping this up soon because it's getting late.
It's lunchtime for me, technically. For my,
I'm alright. Technically, I'm worried about you lot though.
My daily intake of calories.
Look, I've been doing exercise this entire podcast, so
yeah, he's got one of these little bike things.
I've been doing Circus Tower this entire.
I did 3,000 steps.
I'm working on my next rally.
I'm just fucking sitting here.
I mean, we're professional.
That's why I like this podcast so much. You can just chill. It's great.
Yeah, like, we're not like no other podcast. You don't have to fucking do anything. You can do what the fuck you want. You can just sit here and do
the thing, I literally watched Chili's sanity slip for weeks. I felt so bad.
I didn't. That's it. I didn't. I was just like, Chili, you put this on yourself.
Like, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And like the first day I was really high up. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep going for it. And then people get higher and higher score. I'm like, well, I'm into it deep now.
Yeah, and I'm in too deep and I can't.
Going to sleep.
What the
Well, that's a
fuck
lie.
is fishing?
All the fish in my head will keep me from drowning.
Under.
Oh god. See,
Oh dear.
I don't actually
But
stream that
you know
much.
what?
I just streamed Raid recently. I haven't actually streamed.
You got to say
Monday.
one thing though. There was one good thing that came from my tape title. Remember that one night where everyone had tank tops?
No, you mean the one that I couldn't come to because I was ill?
Yeah, I forced everyone in the raid to wear tank tops because I gave them all tank tops. So our stream night for the raid was tank tops.
Yeah, the one time was it me and Arby were not there. I think Arby was like ill, and then I was ill because I had no voice. It was from all that nutting. That's why I didn't have.
Oh god. Wait, you use your mouth for that?
Yeah, you know, I got no rib cage. I'm very flexible.
I think there's a word for that, isn't there? Auto something?
Auto flatio. Flatio?
Auto flexing.
Auto flexing?
It's like auto flatio, I think. Let me just ask my pawn.
Chat will know. Father Fenway will know, actually.
Well, anyway, we should start wrapping this up soon, as I said.
Should
I don't want to because I enjoy me only being on here, and it's just going to be another 6 months before we get again.
No, whenever you want. When do you want me next?
Well, we'll talk after the show because we've got some guests for the next few ones. So
Do we? Fuck! It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Next week's guest is Paul.
Hey, so done.
But he's
have you guys
awake.
heard the half word nostril? I haven't yet. So
You guys heard? Oh fuck me, Paul. Just read it.
half word, I think it is.
Ward.
I want to say half stone at one point. Or
Say that's what I was like. Half what?
Halfwood, yeah.
yeah, guests. You know, we've had guests. We have loads of guests. We've had, you know, we had Mr. Happy.
And and Susan Calloway.
I still don't know how I got Susan Calloway to agree, but yes.
Oh, that was such an interesting podcast. Oof.
Oh, well,
It was such an
Paul had to be
interesting
on
one.
good behaviour and swear. That was fun.
That was such a good podcast. There was some interesting tidbits of information that came out there, especially as well. Like, yeah, they're not doing anything else with Susan Calloway for 14. I'm like, oh dear. Oh dear.
You're welcome, Internet.
Yeah, you wouldn't have found that out.
By the way, she's a lovely person that follows us on Twitter now, and we're on like a mailing list. So,
Oh, nice.
That's a lot of a meal.
MG on good behavior. Look, Chili is good boy.
Paul has to have Paul needs time to be good.
I gave Paul like a month and a half before we.
to practice.
So the question is, when are you getting Soken on here?
Oh shit! Then he's already nutty, so he'll be fine. I'm allowed to be myself.
I don't think I could afford the amount of chicken we would need.
Yeah, you need to bribe him with a lot of chicken. Dude eats a lot of chicken.
Chili lies as easily as he breathes. I expect he lie easily.
That's all you need to do. You need to get a sponsorship from Lawson's, and there you go, easy peasy.
I really want fried chicken.
Yeah, I want fried chicken as well.
Do you know what's really great? Today technically, is cheat day.
Oh, so KFC it is, right?
Yep. You know it. Oh, no,
I have some more of
I think
those.
my mum wants Burger King. I haven't had a
Why
good
not
Burger King.
Yeah, why not both?
Why not both?
It's been a year since I had a Burger King because I don't want to get arrested.
Didn't they get cancelled recently on Twitter?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
that
they
was
did.
Something about was it what women should belong in the kitchen was their tweet, and I was like,
Yeah, and
why would you do
and then-
that?
then 2 hours later they clarified. It's like, hey guys, ooh, ah,
But like, so bad.
Have you
I
seen
like,
the latest comeback from that though? The Royal Navy's new advert says, "Women don't belong in the kitchen. We belong wherever we want to." And then she's on the side of a ship shooting a gun. I'm like, yeah, go Navy.
Fucking do it good.
Other Fenway, Chili needs KFC sponsor. Trust me, I would love to be sponsored by KFC.
It's like shit. I'd run the fucking kitchen. Like I fucking love to cook. Like shit.
We all should be in the kitchen. The kitchen has food.
Yeah, like,
I like the kitchen anyway.
Women don't need to be in there. I need to be in there. That's where I need to be.
I'm think I'm going to make a chicken sandwich after this, actually.
Good choice. Good choice.
I know. What have I got? I could make some pasta. So it might have to be
Fair enough.
with no cheese though, because I might be a little bit lactose intolerant.
Oh dear.
So I might need to, go get.
I'm highly allergic to eggs, but I still eat them.
Yeah, but Chili, do you really want me halfway through raid? Sorry guys, gotta go for shit. Be on there for like 2 hours. Come back there. Sorry guys.
But Chili's drinking like radioactive water with like 99% weird juice sauce in it. That's like mostly sugar and
like
chemicals.
Chili's loo is like right next to him. He would take his laptop in so he could just play.
I've raided while pooping before, so
I can't do that. I'd have to take my whole PC in the loo, and like we've only got one loo, so it's like
poop raid, of course.
I was raiding on Warframe at the time, and they were like, "Oh shit, we got the final boss." I'm like, "Oh crap, I need to poop." So I picked up the Vita, clicked remote play.
Oh my god!
My toes shine, boys.
This podcast is sponsored by Burger King. Look, I've told this story many times, but I wish I could go to I can't right now because of COVID anyway, but I wish the Burger King in Scarborough was not so frustrating to go to. Because it's inside a holiday resort, and they have bouncers that will kick people out if you do not prove that you're staying in the holiday resort.
That's rough.
That's really rough.
So if you try and go to the Burger King, you have to like sneak into the actual resort.
Just wear some shorts. I mean, that's a dead giveaway that you're a tourist then.
Well, no, you got those little... It's one of those ones with those little bands around your wrist. Yeah.
Make one.
Make one real quick. A Sharpie and get one.
We used to like sneak in occasionally just to get a Burger King.
Just to get a burger. Worth it.
But I don't even like their burgers that much. I like that. Have you tried their jalapeno cheese balls?
Yes, they're so good.
Yeah.
Where's the Just Eat app? Is anything open?
How do they make money? Well, there's a lot of tourists in Scarborough because it's a seaside town.
Don't make a lot of money here, and we're a sea fucking sort of town, but we're Dover.
And plus, it's like, those tiny like Burger Kings. It's not like it's a big one. I think there's like 5 tables.
Also, I think it's like me and my sister haven't had a jab. Everyone else in my family have had the fucking jab sitting here like, man.
I can get my jab, but the nearest one is 35 miles away and I can't drive, so...
I thought it was like based on age. I don't think it's age group. What age group are you in? Because I don't think they're doing ours yet, are they?
I got mine because of health reasons.
Oh, right, okay, cool. I was going to say, I'm nowhere near on that list.
Yeah,
it's like...
I'm not until like August.
But they're like, "Oh, you missed yours." I'm like, "Yes, because
I can't get there.
It's like 2 hours away from me."
Mine was in Dover. Well, not mine, but my mum and like dad's and nan's were in Dover. It's like literally down the road.
Anyway, we've now gone into COVID jabs. I think this is where we wrap up the podcast. And we all know
is that exciting.
we all know what we're most excited for is the farming we can do in Endwalker. That's
with Sanctuary.
I'm not joking. I am looking forward to that more than anything.
I'm not joking. That's why I brought it up. It looks amazing.
It's great.
It does look good.
I know this will sound weird, but I've always had like a OC plan in my head for my character, and I always wanted him to retire at Coast of the Soul, like the little Lalafell that's there, with his Makoi girls. Now, instead of that, he's going to like retire in the farm. He's going to be the farmer of light and just like get a little beard.
Okay. I have to hear. So far we know Chili's OC. What's yours OC? Your character?
What of what in the sanctuary?
Retirement plan.
No. Like what's like your story? Like your OC
to open a weapon shop to display all these damn relics.
I thought it'd be like a history museum. These are the relics past.
Yeah, literally. It's like, there you go. There's a few thousand hours of time. You're welcome. I'm gonna go.
Well, Penny can do that because they've added weapon stuff, haven't they?
Weapon display.
Yeah.
You can't put weapons in them though.
Can't you?
Didn't they? I thought they added weapon display recently.
You can't actually display them in it.
What's the fucking point of it then?
That's exactly my point, and that's why I did a video. I was like, well, these are disappointing.
Oh well.
They're literally just empty cases. Like the display case, the actual display case itself. You have to like clip things into it. Like shelving items and stuff. You can't place in it. It's not an interactable thing. You can't hang weapons anywhere.
That sucks.
The only thing you can do still is mannequins. So it's like,
which you can go find in my love hotel on Gilgamesh.
See, my character has a very story. Mine is Moogle is off the Moogle, and the Moogle clan is passed up from generations. And mum and dad, they own a brothel, and soon retirement plan Moogle after the sister will one day own the brothel. So, and that's where that's what my island sanctuary is gonna be.
I see.
It's gonna be a brothel. Let's go. Make some
Carpath,
food.
can you put the mannequin in display cases? I think you can, can't you?
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but.
And yes, Father Fenway, my house on Gilgamesh is called Chili's Love Hotel, sponsored by Sausage Bread Content. It's a Love Hotel inside, and there's a display of meats outside for you to purchase.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you need that. You need that endurance. I could spend all day. Yeah, I like that because obviously, I do enjoy OC to stories. Obviously, I play Dragon Age, and the Dragon Age, they're fucking doing that shit all fucking. I enjoy that.
Recon, I could spend a day telling all my character stories. Anyway, I guess we'll end it here. Thank you so much, Meoni, for being on.
Thank you. Always. Thank you for having me on, guys. It's been a bloody long time, but hopefully it won't be as long next time. But many things have happened, and things are starting to normalize a little bit in my world. And
look up a little bit.
Yeah, well, apart from me falling over and gashing my hand open yesterday, but there we
go. I do that constantly.
Yeah. But thank you very much once again.
I know everyone here knows who you are, but if you want to plug stuff quickly.
Sure. My name is Meoni. I do YouTube videos like 5 days a week, stream five or 6 times a week. Currently have this amazing team of people, the Whiskers, which we set up a stream team. And Chili and Paul on Moogle Go Round Radio have joined, along with a bunch of other people. We have some great content creators on there and other people that would like to grow together and support each other. And so far on that list, there is no one that isn't just hilarious. They're all having a different take on the game or games in general. It's not just 14, but a lot of them have and do play 14 occasionally or as their main game. But it's definitely something to check out. In fact, if you click on the link Team Whiskers next to Moogle Go Round Radio's thingy here, you can see all those people. That's what I want to mostly plug, really. It's been a great success so far, and we're going to try and push and do some collaborative stuff into the future. And hopefully, Chili and Paul, maybe you might consider some of the other Whisker members as potential guests, because I'm sure they would be up for it, and they have wonderful backstories.
I would love them on as a guest if we don't scare them away from the team.
I know. We got a VTuber.
Yeah, we got a few bits and we do. Yeah. She's
I still want to make a lot of VTube for my streams.
I mean, Chili, like that can happen. Like literally, I think people can do that for you. I think it's some.
Well, yeah, but you just have to pay the moulars.
Yeah.
Which right now I'm putting away for something else that I can't talk about.
Ooh.
Well, we all know that I've already said I'll give $100 out if we reach 1,000 followers by Christmas. Well, I'm also thinking of doing like a $66 giveaway if we reach 666 by the end of summer.
What are we on here? 613. So if you're watching this and you haven't pressed follow, I don't know what you're doing. Press the follow button. Come on. Come and support them. You got to get to 777, and then I'll give something away for you.
Oh, there you go, see?
Mm-hmm. You're already following, Ren. Well, tell your friends.
Thank you so, by the way, seriously, anyone, thank you so much. We started last year at like 200, I think, wasn't it? So,
208.
So being able to say 600 this year is still crazy. So thank you to anyone that does follow us. Paul, you got any shout outs before we end?
Well, other than being tired, I guess,
shout out to Burger King.
Shout out to Burger King. I'm going to be fucking ordering from there in a minute. I'm fucking hungry.
Really? Everywhere's shut at 10 o'clock here.
Actually, no, I don't think they're open, and it'll just be me like chomping down a fucking Whopper whilst they raid. Paul, why are you doing your rotation? Oh, this Whopper man. This is like shouting. But just big shout out to obviously Meoni, and obviously you have helped us quite a lot. Followers, inviting us to the Whisper team. It's cool.
Well, I'm happy that you guys accepted the team invite and wanted to be a part of it, because it's kind of like I have no idea really what I'm doing half of the time. I'm just like, hey, look, there's a thing we could do do you want to do it, people? And they're like, yeah, it's okay. And then some people are really overexcited more than I am. And I'm like, oh god, shit! Now I've got to think about how this works. So yeah, it's more of a collaborative thing. But you guys are amazing, and it's nice to have you aboard. Honestly,
Chili was actually like more kind of like into it than I was. Like he was talking about like, oh, maybe we should do a stream team and all that. I'm like, fuck that for time. They do.
Well, there was a little bit of doubt at first, just because we were part of something before this. So there was a little bit of a period before we could decide if we wanted to be part of something else again. For anyone that doesn't know, we were part of Phoenix Down Radio for about a year, and things went a bit sour, so we split off. And that's the nicest way I'm going to put it.
Yeah, and we lost iTunes because of it.
Yeah, we lost our iTunes. One day we'll get that back, maybe, probably.
Yeah, if iTunes don't want to be. Fuck iTunes.
But you know, things go on to new adventures and new opportunities.
And we big shout out to everyone that comes into the streams. Like, if it's one person, that one person in fucking millions. I just sit there and I play FF. My streams have been very down lately because I have nothing to really play. So in May, Mass Effect, clap some fucking cheeks, some alien cheeks, clap.
Yeah, to new adventures.
The new adventures of clapping.
But seriously,
cheeks.
thank you as always, Paul, for being on. And thank you, Meoni, for being a guest. It's always been good to catch up.
Absolutely. Aye. I think next time, I don't know when the next time will be on, but maybe closer to some more exciting announcements, hopefully.
Yes. It's probably going to be the next FanFest, maybe. Not that actual time, but, around that period.
We will be doing something on FanFest. Like, we will get our reactions from it, but we're not going to be streaming, obviously, the music video. I'm going to be watching that live. I'm going to be checking out.
With his own time. He's going to be jamming to his 9-day session, if you know what I mean.
But also, by the way, the Lunar Whale, I plan to do a load of giveaways of those. I know I gave away about 6 Fenrirs last time. So hopefully I can do a decent amount of Lunar Whales. It won't be as much as 6 because I'm guessing they're going to be really expensive.
Yeah, they're going to be like 40.
I think about 50, yeah. An 8-player, 7-player plus, easy.
Yeah. But
can't wait to see this guy filled with them.
Thank you to everyone that's joined us on Twitch. Go check us out on Twitch.tv/Moogle Go Around Radio. We are part of the Whiskers team. Oh, hey, Farmer's Goose. Sorry, we're just wrapping up. So we will chat probably a little bit, but thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Also, Luna Dragon's in chat and she designed some of our emotes. So if you want some really good emotes and even some other stuff, go check out Luna Dragon on Twitter.
Ooh, interesting.
The Napping Chili and Sleepy Paul were done by Luna.
Nice.
And Emotional Support Moth as well. So
that one time
and Bloomchan. Yeah. So go check out Luna Dragon. Big shout out to everyone in the chat though. Thank you so much. And we gotta get Farmer's Goose back on someday. But yeah, thank you everyone. This has been Moogle Go Around episode 116 and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Bye.
Thanks guys.
If we don't forget.
Okay.
Bye.